Speaker 1.
Last summer, I worked as a waiter in a busy restaurant for 6 weeks. I thought it would be exhausting because I'd be on my feet all day, but I seemed to find the energy from somewhere. Although the customers were usually quite friendly, and I often had some nice chats with them, it still wasn't exactly a fun job, to be honest. When I was in the kitchen, though, the chef taught me how to prepare some basic dishes, and I picked up quite a lot of tips from him.
Speaker 2.
I worked in a factory and realised before starting that the chances of having fun weren't that great. The supervisor gave me several different tasks to do. I struggled though, and he had to repeat his explanations and instructions several times, and spent his valuable time assisting me. As for gaining loads of new skills, it didn't really happen. Most of my colleagues were older than me and they usually ignored me, which was a pity because one of the reasons I got a summer job was to make new friends.
Speaker 3.
I worked in my uncle's car wash business for several weeks. It was a fairly simple job, so he didn't need to look after me and give me a hand. The first day or two was easy because it was fairly quiet, but after that, things changed. Sometimes we couldn't even take a proper break, and so I was worn out by the end of the day. I think I could have had a good relationship with the other guys there, but I rarely had a chance to talk to them.
Speaker 4.
I worked in a bookshop during my holidays. I hoped I'd pick up some practical skills or just learn about books, but my employer, who was very nice, wasn't there most of the time and just left me in charge. I thought this might happen because I knew the shop didn't get many customers. Because of that, it just wasn't a challenging job at all. I used to fall asleep at the desk sometimes. It's a pity I didn't enjoy the whole experience more.
Speaker 5.
I worked in a supermarket during my holidays. The boss seemed to like me and showed that he really trusted me by getting me to train other students when they started work there. I didn't expect that, but it was okay, though some of my new colleagues were looking at me and probably saying to themselves, "Who do you think you are?" I wanted to be friends really and not tell them what to do, but having this role did make me realise how much support all the other new staff needed.
Speaker 6.
I used to deliver leaflets to homes in my area. I thought I was unfit and might go home feeling exhausted. In fact, I was fine because I often had a little rest if I needed one. Although it was a challenge to deliver hundreds of leaflets every day, to my surprise, I found that I really appreciated having time to myself, and I often listened to music. I think students should do jobs where they can learn things that might be useful in the future. What I learned was to enjoy my own company.